Hello! Ideal Home is the film we're discussing today. Who's in this film, Gal? I'll tell you who's in it. Steve Coogan's in this film. I'll talk about him in a moment. Paul Rudd. Don't know Paul Rudd? Ant-Man. Comedies. He's been in them all. The actor I like in this is the kid called Jack Gore. I like him a lot. Let's talk about Steve Coogan. Why do I want to talk about Steve Coogan? Because Steve Coogan's had a mixed career for me. He's done a lot of stuff that I enjoy, a lot of stuff I don't enjoy. He did The Look of Love, where he played Paul Raymond. Excellent in that movie, British movie. Philomena, brilliant movie. Got involved in that, made that. This film, I don't know where I am with this film. This is about a gay couple, Steve Coogan and Paul Rudd, who living out in near Mexico way, and I'll just go down that road, Mexican way. And he has his own reality show, Steve Coogan. He's playing a British lover of Paul Rudd. He's a reality star. He's got his own TV show, and he's a chef. And what happens is, one day, they're having a big meal with all their friends, their gay friends. And this young kid turns up, and he turns out to be Steve Coogan's grandson from his first marriage, where he had a child. And the son has produced the boy. He turns up because his father's been put in prison for knocking out a hooker. So basically this is a comedy. And I'm not so sure it is a comedy, because for me it goes all over the place. There are some lines I really like. There's some great comedy moments. A little boy in school explaining why he's got two fathers. Very funny. Paul and Steve Coogan, very good together in certain parts. But it's just, I don't know where I am with this film. I mean, you know, if I was a gay man, I might be offended by this film because it's so stereotyped. They go through like a social worker comes to the house and they go through a list of DVDs that he's got, like Bareback Mountain and things like that, you know, and I just don't get some of the comedy moments in this film. I'm split down the middle. I'm going to go 5 out of 10. 5 out of 10. Because of the fact that the performances are very good. The little boy is excellent. I mean, excellent. It's very well made. It's in the cinemas now. It came out about a week ago. It's in the British cinemas. I can't find it anywhere, but it's in there. And it's well worth having a look. If you want to watch it, you know, it's one of those. I suggest you wait for it to come on Sky. I wouldn't download it. I mean, you can do if you want to download it. It's up to you. If you want to watch it on DVD, if it's your type of comedy, it's not my type of comedy. It's a funny subject. That's why I'm split down the middle. But Steve Coogan is somebody I've always kept an eye on. I'm not a fan of Alan Partridge, so I'm going to say that straight away. I just don't find that funny. A lot of people out there will do and say, you're mad, Gary, it's the funniest thing. I don't. I actually think he's actually a very good actor, and I'll tell you why. He's done some good stuff. I mentioned The Look of Love, but I want to mention something he's working on at the moment. Two of my heroes of life. Now, I hate the word legend because it's the worst used word in the English vocabulary. Pele is a legend. Bobby Charlton is a legend. Somebody that does a reality TV show from Essex is not a fucking legend. I'm sorry I swear, but that's how it is. So, my heroes in life are two real legends, and they are Oliver Hardy and Stan Laurel. And at this present moment, in the UK, a film is being made about their trip to the UK in their later life in the 50s. They actually came to Weston-super-Mare near me. And Steve Coogan is playing Stan Laurel. And now this has been written by Jeff Pope. If you don't know who Jeff Pope is, Google him. If you're an actor, you would break your arm to get a Jeff Pope script. This is how good he is. So, John C. Reilly, who I do know, and a few of you can Google him and find out who he is, he's playing Oliver Hardy. He'd be perfect in that part. Is like an A-list of British actors supporting it, and it's basically about their tour around the UK. Now it's literally going into editing stage at the moment. I know about this, I've googled it, I've done a lot of research in it, actually emailed a friend who's worked on it. It is going to be coming out, it's made by BBC, it's got a production company involved in it as well. I think it'll come out at the end of this year or possibly the new year. But it's basically a film about Stan and Ollie's visit to the UK. And when they did come here, I actually watched a 3-hour documentary on Sky Arts about this. When they did come here, they were on their arses. They weren't doing anything. There was no movies being made. And I think in the movie, they look back on their career. And well, for me, I'm not going to get emotional, but Lauren Hardy, Right, now then, England are playing tonight. So, let's get some facts in. On one of my reviews on the Narcos review, I did make a prediction. I said in a cryptic way that I thought France were the best team in the tournament. I haven't changed my opinion on that, but having lived in Yugoslavia from 1984 to 1986, one of my happiest times of my life. I lived there for 3 years, worked for a company called Yugotours. I did work in Croatia, and they're a proud nation of people. But let's make no mistakes about this, and I'm being not because I'm English, through and through. England are the better team than Croatia. And I'm not putting up with any of this analysis about, oh, we've got to do this. Listen, England will beat Croatia. I'm pretty certain on this. I've said it from the start. I think England are a good side. I think they're good enough to beat Croatia, and I think they'll play France in the final on Sunday. France won't want to be playing England because France know that England, at set places and set pieces, are the best there is in the competition. And I know that they can beat France. But the most important part is believing that we can beat Croatia. And I do believe we can beat Croatia. So I say to you, Gareth, you've kept your dignity. You've kept your team close to you. There's been no fools coming in. No dentist chairs or drinking habits. This is your day. This is your moment. And I say to all my friends out there who are coming more and more every day subscribing, shout for the team that you think are going to win. If you're Croatian, and I have a lot of Croatian friends on my Facebook, good luck to you. But if you're English, even if you're British, and especially if you're fucking Welsh and you're living in my country, England, it's time to support England. Because this is our moment. So, I leave you with those thoughts. As for the movie, down the middle. It's a 5 out of 10 for me. Have a great day. Be ready for the team, because they're coming your way, Croatia, and you don't want to fuck with them.